Motion carries.
Okay, item F, seeking a motion to approve the Plainfield Township Park District mission, vision, and values. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Okay, a second.
Second.
Okay, a motion was made by Commissioner Ayers and seconded by Commissioner Newton.
Yes.
Any discussion?
This is what we presented last month.
There was just a minor error that Commissioner.
A typo.
Yeah, the one we presented last month was the correct
Yeah.
spelling on it, so we'll just have the correct spelling, yes.
Okay, I got a question for you, guys. On your mission statement, I don't see too much in regards to accountability to our taxpayers that, basically fund our park districts. You see fiscal responsibility, but the thing is, you say it so vaguely. Yeah, for a mission statement, it should be a strong statement, and like I said, reflecting why you're here, where the money's come from, and why, like I said, it's standing accountability on, holding positions to the general public in regards to the taxpayer. I don't see nothing really, you have a few play of words here, physical responsibility, sounds like political, campaign, everybody says that everybody wants to be physically responsible, but I don't, a mission statement is supposed to be a strong-hearted, feel, which is, the group, that's the staff itself, and in regards to who you're supposed to represent, and they're supposed to be representing the taxpayers. In regards to, the dollars, amounts, and so forth, I believe in this mission statement, you're taking the taxpayers' dollars, not strongly saying any strong words in regards to not taking your, tax dollars and values.
Well, this is really the decision of the board.
Well, no doubt, but I'm just, I'm part of the board too.
That's what I'm saying, you guys can
Yeah,
structure
I'm
the mission
strong
statement how you
statement.
wish it.
So what do you think it should say?
Well, at the same time, what sits there right now, I don't think it should, it should be a little bit better, in the choice of words.
Okay, and what words would you like to see?
Well, I'm not ready right now, but I'm just saying is that what's there right now, it's not strong enough.
Well, I'll speak to this, if everyone give me a chance. Mission statements, at least during my experience getting a public administration degree and taking nonprofit management, are supposed to be short and sweet and impactful in the sense that everyone can memorize them, and that if you stay focused on the mission by having it, a brief statement that kind of represents the organization. And that's why it's brief.
You said
And that's
it,
right.
word, it's, it'd be enforceable, like I said, creative words, across. What's out there right now, I feel that it's not, strong enough.
Well, the proposed mission statement, I think, captures exactly what Heather was referring to. It's a simple, the Plainfield Park District seeks to enhance lives through quality recreation opportunities. Then our vision, we aspire to be innovative in administration, recreation, and preservation. And then you get into the values where we get into the fiscal part. I think this is, for what we're trying to do in this statement, accurate and adequate. Wise spending practices, strategic budgeting process, and an understanding of our local economy, I think is pretty clear that we're trying to be
Well, I think it's, that brings up another strong point.
good stewards of what we have to work with.
Okay, perfect example, you just mentioned that you understand the local economy. Local economy in regards to people are pretty tight in regards to what's going on in the economy today. But at the same time, we're going to go and pass each year a levy, increasing their tax burden. And, they have this in a statement of understanding the local economy. We're not fessing up to the fact that we're really not, in true faith, following what we're saying. So that's what I'm saying is that look at what you have, understand what's going on, and look what people, the taxpayers, are going to read it, in this mission statement, comparing it what's really happening out there in real life. Like I said, generalizing, words and so forth, because they play well, like physical responsibility, that's a political play word. It can go all kinds of different ways. But when it comes down to being, true understanding of physical responsibility is being really, basically tight and making the best and wisest move with the tax dollars without asking, for more after you say that you're trying to be fiscally responsible. That's why I'm just saying is, these 3 lines should be relooked under the mission statement and come up with something that's going to convince the taxpayers that, they're being recognized and appreciated, for what they do by organizing or actually producing and keeping the Park District alive.
This didn't come out of our committees, right? This came out of our consultants.
Consultants. So these consultants are trained experts in developing mission statements for new organizations as well as existing ones.
That's usually one of the
Correct.
But that was one of the tasks we had written in the RFP that we submitted back last October.
Well, it's also important as an organization that we provide our services without going bankrupt. So we do have to be able to levy when we need to provide a service the community's counting on us to provide without running it into the ground and turning it into a disaster. So does anyone else have any comments on?
But it comes back to what you just said, in your statement here, fiscal responsibility. But why are we constantly each year, like clockwork, increasing our levy? Because we can't. But the thing is it really fair to the taxpayer? Are you showing reasons and reasonings why you're increasing
What we
it?
do when we go through a budget process.
Well, the thing is, like anybody else with numbers and so forth, and clear understanding of dollars and a budget, a lot of people don't understand, and they see it in their results. And what they see out there, in my base, satisfying, is that they're not too happy with the Park District's been offering, especially after 50 years of looking for an indoor park facility, indoor pool.
That would
It's not
require
been happening.
a referendum.
It's not being looked
which
at.
is
I'm looking at,
way above a levy.
well, regardless, so you can give up already and just blow it off. The thing is, the point is, after 50 years, people are still asking for it, and we're still blowing it off.
We're not blowing it off.
Yes, you just said, well, we just don't have the money, but the thing is,
We
I was
don't.
looking at ways to make the monies. That's all I got to say.
Well, if obviously you're passionate about that, maybe you can come up with some suggestions for how.
Well, as a
we can fix
president,
that
you
in
should
the
be
coming
leading
years.
us, ma'am.
I'm asking you, come up with in our
Yeah.
current situation, where we can come up with the
I
multi-millions
just
we
mentioned
would
all
need
through
to
the top this
provide
year,
those things
in regards to keeping
without
things
raising our
in-house.
levy.
Keeping things in-house is a major cost saving right off the
You're not
bat.
listening?
No.
Okay, roll call.
Pierce,
Yes.
Furtado. No. Goodman,
Yes.
Caspar,
Yes.
Newton,
Yes.
Poling. Yes. Steines,
No.
motion carries.
Okay, item G, seeking a motion to approve ordinance 2015-04, an ordinance establishing procedures for closed sessions. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Okay, is there a second?
I'll second.
All right, a motion was made by Commissioner Ayers and seconded by Commissioner Newton. Any discussion?
This is just, like it says, an establishment for the procedures for closed session recordings, and the minutes to keep in compliance with the Open Meetings Act. We've kind of had this sitting there informally for years, so we're just putting a formal ordinance to it at this point.
Questions? Okay, roll call.
Pierce,
Yes.
Furtado.
Yep.
Goodman,
Yes.
Caspar,
Yes.
Newton,
Yes.
Poling. Yes. Steines,
Yes.
motion carries.
There's no old business under item 9, and there's no new business under item 10. Board initiatives. Other than looking into tree nursery, I haven't really done anything.
I will also send out a breakdown of all the staff and which positions they're in, along with the organizational chart.
And you'll send that to all
All
of us?
commissioners.
Great. Okay, we're up to commissioner comments. Commissioner Ayers, do you have any comments?
No comment.
Commissioner Hurtado?
Carlos and the group held a job on the park dedication. It was a really great job. It was really moving. So
Appreciate it, and Jen had a lot
yes,
to do with it
all
too.
you guys did a great job.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Commissioner Casmer? Commissioner Newton?
No comment.
Commissioner Foley?
I think the new kiosk art is nice. I really like it.
That's it. Commissioner Steines?
I'd like to reiterate the park ceremony. It's fantastic. Great job. Good doing. Thank you.
just want to thank the park staff too. I was at the event and it was a nice event. Thank you very much. And I thought the park itself was beautiful. The landscaping, everything turned out really good. So thank you to everyone involved. And it was even under budget. So thank you for all of that. Seeking a motion to go into executive session as permitted under the Open Meetings Act, under 5 ILCS 122C2, collective negotiating matters between the public body and its employees or their representatives, ILCS 122C3, the selection of a person to fill a public office as defined in this act, including a vacancy in a public office. That should be in there.
No, I didn't.
That's from before.
It was, yeah.
That was when we were discussing Heather.
Yes.
Before we knew who Heather was. ILCS 122C5, the purchase or lease of real property. This is all, I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry.
I'm reading the wrong thing, I'm sorry, so let me, I just start under the first one, or the second one.
The first one, go with under
No, I
5.
wrote down where you should say it.
You're still seeking a motion to go into executive session,
And then
and the purpose for that motion is what?
ILCS 122C1, the employment compensation, discipline, performance, or dismissal of specific employees, and 5 LCS 122C2, collective negotiating matters between the public body and its employees or their representatives, and 5 ILCS 122C21, discussion of minutes of meeting lawfully closed under this act to reconvene. That would be correct. Is there a motion?
So moved.
I'll second.
Okay, a motion was made by Commissioner Hurtado and seconded by Commissioner Ayers at 7:43. 6:43. I lost an hour. Roll call.
Yes.
Hurtado.
Yeah.
Goodwin.
Yes.
Casbar.
Yes.
Davey.
Yes.
Bowling. Yes. Stein.
Oh, yeah.
We are going to stay in the